If your dog has recently started sleeping under your bed, don't pull it out. It isn't trying to comfort you. It's hiding. For generations, people have assumed dogs fear thunder, strangers, or nightmares. But when a loyal, playful companion suddenly begins crawling beneath the bed frame every night after sunset, refusing to emerge, refusing food unless it's slid beneath the mattress, it's not fear of sound. It's fear of something you can't see. It comes from above. Reports have quietly spread through veterinary networks and emergency channels over the past month. Soft, strange sounds in the ceiling at precisely 3 a.m., and the creeping dread that follows. An instinctive panic in animals long before their owners realize anything's wrong. Dogs don't fear the dark. They fear what watches through it. The first incident was recorded in South Hill, Virginia. Joe Root, 32, lived alone with his husky, Baxter. One evening, the dog abandoned his usual spot on the couch, slipping under Joe's bed as dusk fell. Even with the air conditioner running, Baxter wouldn't budge. His gaze fixed on the ceiling, unblinking, unflinching. At night, Joe began hearing faint clicks above his head. Scratching sounds, like something moving on all fours but inside the ceiling. Pest control found nothing. Attic inspections revealed only dust and insulation. Then came the recordings. Audio captured at 2:39 a.m., a sharp tap. At 2:41, something sliding across drywall. And then a word, barely audible, almost a whisper. Found. Joe laughed it off, told himself it was interference. He tried pulling Baxter from beneath the bed. The husky growled, not in anger but in warning. Undeterred, Joe dragged the dog to the laundry room and shut the door. He never made it back to bed. At precisely 3 a.m., his neighbor reported a single scream. Police found no forced entry. The bedroom remained undisturbed, the ceiling fan gently spinning. The only sign of life was Baxter, wedged back under the bed frame, eyes wide and glued to the ceiling. Other cases followed. In Redwood, California, Angela Martinez had recently moved into a top-floor apartment with her golden retriever, Daisy. The dog refused to sleep anywhere but beneath the bed. Angela assumed it was nerves, a new environment. But Daisy began growling softly each night, staring at the ceiling light with unrelenting dread. Thinking it squirrels in the attic, Angela installed a cheap motion-activated camera pointing straight up. The footage, time-stamped at 3:09 a.m., showed stillness. Then a flicker, and something moved. Long, jointless limbs dragged themselves across the ceiling. Its head hung low, heavy, its face featureless, until it paused and somehow, without eyes, turned to stare directly into the lens. Angela left that night. She now sleeps under the bed beside Daisy, blankets piled high, waiting for dawn. One more report came in from a man in West Seneca, New York. He refused to give his name, but his voice trembled through the phone line. His beagle, Max, who'd never feared thunder, fireworks, or strangers, had begun pacing wide circles around the center of the room, refusing to cross it, then slinking under the bed, eyes glued to the ceiling. One night, the man lay back in bed to see for himself, and the ceiling was breathing, the drywall rising and falling like vast, heavy lungs. Then came the knock, from inside the ceiling. He bolted from the bed, flashlight in hand, opened the attic hatch. Nothing. Empty insulation. Wires. Shadows. When he climbed back down, the bed was gone. Not broken. Not overturned. Gone. The carpet flat, undisturbed. Max still huddled where the frame once stood, 3 inches above the floor, eyes glazed with terror. Since then, the reports have multiplied. 73 identical cases nationwide. Ceilings shifting at precisely 2:41 a.m. Dogs cowering beneath beds. People vanishing without a trace. No prints. No break-ins. Just untouched, neatly made beds, and dogs trembling in hiding. If your ceiling fan begins spinning by itself, if your dog growls at nothing, if you hear tapping above you in the dead of night, do not look up, because the thing in your ceiling doesn't see dogs. It seeks exposed skin. A bare ankle, a shoulder slipping from under the blanket. It waits for the one moment you're fully alone, and by the time you notice, it's already here. The only thing standing between you and it might be the dog beneath your bed.